Happy New Year. Nice to see you all. So this morning I have 45 minutes to talk about individual defense to build team defense, which isn't that long. So I'm going to basically talk you through how I do teach individual defense with my team from day one to the last day of season. And I'm going to zip through it with a lot of drills, and I need lots of audience participation. You don't have to be good, you don't have to try hard, you just have to be a body up performance. I'm going to call it something. I'm going to use the whole area, so you may want to move a little bit as I move, or you can sit wherever you want to do. So I have a cheat sheet so I don't forget where I am. But I know that you guys have in your packet pretty much all my notes. I'm going to visit these at the end in case I miss anything that I had to handwritten. So to start off, I was a defender, so for me, I have a defensive mindset. And for some kids, I think, whether it's at camp or the players on my team, for some, they're intimidated by defense, they don't like it, they're not good at it, they get frustrated with it. I try to make it as fun as possible, try to show them the growth of how they're improving in their game by using video, showing them back in the game tape as much as possible. So an app I'm going to plug to you all is an app called Coach's Eye. If you have an iPhone or Android, you can get it. I think it's like $5 maybe in the App Store. It's awesome. You can video, you can speak on it, you can fast forward or rewind, then you can email it, text it, whatever to your players, and it's an awesome tool. So there's a plug for an app. So individual defense. Biggest thing looking at individual defense, or just as I feel how the players' footwork. My team, we do footwork every single day to the point that my kids probably hate me for it, because we do ladders every day in warm-up. So I have a little fake ladder down here, so I'm just going to go through some stuff. I need a volunteer. He wants to get up and active. I'm going to call in names if I don't. Oh, here we go, got one. Yeah. Oh, Bobby's coming to two, even better. Come on down. Yeah, come on, Bobby too. Okay, so if you do not own ladders with your team, you can use all types of apparatus. You can use sticks to make a ladder. I stole these strips I think Becca brought. You can use cones. If you have hash marks in a field, you can use the hash marks. So in warm-up, my players do their physical warm-up, and before we do anything with stick and ball, we do sets of ladders. And it's kind of fun because I put my players in charge of what they want to do in their ladders. And the first day, nobody wants to be like, all right, we're doing 2-foot, we're doing snake, whatever it is. Then after a while, kids want to be the front of the line doing the ladders. So here's my little ladder and my demo people. Come on down, I'm going to walk you through things. So just to give you some ideas of ladders, easy ladders you can do in practice. Obviously, you can just do 1 foot through, you go through, and then as the end, we sprint through about 15 yards at the end. And I'm a stickler about running through the line, so I have to sprint through the line. You could do high knees. You want to show some high knees, 1 foot per hole? Oh yeah, excellent, look at that. Okay, you can do 2 foot per hole, so you can do low or you can do high knees through. Do you guys want to demo some 2 foot per hole high knee? You didn't know what you were getting into, did you? There we go, yeah. Okay, then you can start building up a bit. So some of my favorite, we call it in and out, where you go 2 feet in, out, 2 feet in, out. There's a rhythm to it. So it's 2, 2, 2, and you go through the ladder and up. See, these guys have got it. Now the rhythm, 1, 2, 1, 2. Put your inside foot lead, excellent. Okay, or snakes, which is for your hips. When you come around, you go 1, 2, and then you flip around. The snakes. Okay, and basically, give it a try. Yeah, and then pivot out with your outside foot. Then this foot leads, excellent. There we go, there we go. And then you pick up the pace. Yep, and then out, step out, 1 back, and we'll work on that later. Okay, but pretty much, thank you. I'm going to have you demo some more stuff, so hang out here. So pretty much with your ladders, you can make up wherever you want. If your kids have some great ideas running backwards, at Easter we do the bunny hop, and I make them like look like a bunny and hop through, 1 foot hop wherever you want. So there's your ladders, footwork. Another thing, sticks. You can either 1 stick, 2 sticks, hops. Come on, you guys can demo. So you can either do 2 foot hop around, staying off the stick, off the stick, or you can do 1 over the stick. Yeah, perfect, very good. And you can either go in a direction, or you can do 1 stick or in a line, and you're just hopping. So you can either face forward, sideways, yep, over, yep. Very good. And or you can face forward and do it. So it's front back, yep. So we'll do that for, you can either do sets for 20 seconds, or you can say do 50, whatever you want to do with that. Jump rope, don't have any with me, but you can jump rope. Or cones, like doing cone drills. So some that we like to do, I'll put them in small size. So you can have an arrowhead, which I usually do over about 15 yards. Looks like this. Okay, player starts with the cone, they sprint up, and then they drop step, and shuffle out, shuffle top, shuffle out, shuffle top, and then they turn and sprint back through the line. That's a good one. You can go both sides. You can do a box. So if you have the box, you can do whatever you want with it. You can go sprint up, side shuffle, or you can do sprint up and turn, and then you can do backward drum, whichever you like. Really simple. So if you're doing circuit training with your team, you want to mix it up. Do some distance, do some footwork. But the more footwork you can do with your players for agility, the better. So there's some ideas. You can also weave or a figure eight. So goalies hate these, but how long to do it for? Usually about 30 to 45 seconds on, and then it depends on if you want to have equal time rest or if you want to have longer rest, wherever you're kind of training if it's anaerobic or aerobic. So figure eight, you're just going around here with the work around the post. Okay, so it's very simple, but for me, before I even start with defense, footwork is key. So we train it a lot, talk about it a lot, work on it a lot. So that's kind of my favorite. Thank you, you too. Good job for them one. So footwork's first part. Okay, now the skills. There's 4 defensive individual skills that I talk about with my players. We talk about jab, we talk about block tackle, we talk about tackle back, and we talk about open field play, channel. I'm going to kind of talk you through how I teach it technically, then some drills that we do to train them. The drills I use are really, really simple. I use them with camp in summer, I use them with my team all the time. I don't think you have to get really tricky with the drills that you use. Okay, so jab is the first thing. I don't know who it was I was watching present, talked about tackling and said, the best tacklers don't. Okay, meaning if I can make my opponent mess up first, I've done my job. Okay, so I talk about it all the time with my team. I have so many forwards, I call it the ninja. Your players run up and they go, hey-ya! And they try to get a tackle like this, and they're eliminated by one move. And they do it all the time in practice, I laugh at them for it, to the point that they don't want to be the person who's doing the hey-ya move. So that's where we talk about our footwork, our engaging distance, our stick position, where are we forcing to? Is it numbers even, numbers down? There's a broad spectrum you can then get into. So, jab first. First and foremost, talk about grip. Many times your players who try to jab like this, or they shuffle around. So, I call it pancake grip, sticks up. My V is on the top of my stick, and I say it's like you're flipping a pancake in a pan. First thing I talk about. We talk about being able to change your grip and move your grip. You should not have a death grip with your left hand. Nice and loose. Your left hand, your fingers should be able to move your stick well. I just will twist it as much as I want. So, grip's first thing, okay? Talk about agility and footwork. And we'll get active on that. So, as my players are jabbing, many of them try to jab either really big base, flat-footed, or they want to lunge with a huge base and they limit themselves in a second. So, we work on little footwork, and as I step and I lead in back, and we say jab, retreat, protect your feet. One of my players tell me that, that's a bit catchy, okay? So as you go into jab, whether I get the ball or not, I have to be back, then I'm ready and protecting my feet, okay? One thing I tell my players too, you're not always going for the ball. So, Tiff, because I know you, I'm gonna grab a stick for a minute and take a ball. I'll learn some other names for later on. Okay, so, question for you guys. Playing defense, I already said it, best tacklers don't always have to get the ball. Yeah, you don't have to. So, as I'm jabbing, what am I trying to do to Tiff?
Mess her up.
Yeah. Get her head down, so vision down, yeah? What else? Slow them down, so speed down, vision down, and what's the last thing? Anybody? I hear some whispering. Space, yeah? So speed, space, and vision, okay? So, as I'm, okay, so, as I'm in active place to jab, I'm not always going to be going for the ball that's on Tiff's stick, yeah? I might be coming in and trying to pester her and get her head down so she cannot get her eyes up to see the next pass. With this, I have to have good engaging distance. I talk to my players about a stick and a half's length. Okay, something I put in my notes that I think is really, really important is talking to your players about speed. How fast am I versus my opponent? There's nothing wrong with it. If I was going against Tiff, I'd be like, I'm a hell of a lot slower than she is, so I need to probably give her a little bit more space, enough that I'm still in her bubble and her area to get her head down, but I'm not so close that with one move, she's past me, yeah? So, stick and a half or so. If I'm coming up to engage her, next most important thing is get my hips and feet turned. How many of your players come up to play defense they're flat here. Tiff makes a move, and I'm running the wrong direction. Yeah? So it's really important for your players to get set up. They're active, they've got the right grip, their hips and feet are able to turn and pivot and move with them. They have a good base that they're active in their toes, they're not flat in their heels. And as Tiff starts moving, I'm going to place it. I may not be getting the ball, but I'm active and I'm getting a touch in the ball. I'm getting a touch in her stick. And I'm like, how's it fall? At least I'm slowing her down. I'm getting her head down. And she knows I'm in her ear and in her space. Really, really, really important. With my forwards, who love to be one and done, they like to do the haya, gone through. Teaching them poise and patience on the forward line was huge for us this year. Huge. If I could keep 11 players behind the ball, we were golden. The minute 2 or 3 forwards right to play, numbers down, we were in trouble. Okay? So, with our jab. Now, drills for this. Really, really simple. All I want Tiff to do is move the ball laterally. Okay, and all I'm going to do around her is work on jab, footwork, jab, footwork, jab, jab. Okay, I'm not going for the ball. I'm jabbing here. If I get the ball, bonus. Okay? Talk about tennis players. You're watching their arms, their toes. That's how you should be playing defense. You're light. I may not be light, but you're light, you're moving, you're making touches. Get our head down. Okay? From here we progress. Tiff's going to start tracking towards me like slow. Okay, same thing. This time I'm going to angle my body a little bit more, and she's going to start walking with the ball. Same thing, active stick, making touches. Okay? Trying to get the ball, active stick for your jab. Okay? Then from here, I would tell my players to go 100%. They're trying to beat me to the inside. Okay? We're going to go slow. Okay? So Tiff's trying to turn me and get to the inside. So as I'm in good position up here, as she's turning, I'm backing up as much as possible, keeping her in front. Okay? You can make it a game. You can give them points for turning and getting to the inside. You can kind of make it as competitive as you want, or you can just make it easy training tool. But that's how I start with the jab, build it up until make it into like a live play drill. Any questions? My approach. Okay, so if I am Tiff, do you want it to be breakaway situation, I'm approaching, or am I approaching? You're nice with me pressure. Okay. Okay, one-on-one approach. So Tiff breaks through, no pressure on the ball carrier of any of my opponents. Another rule of thumb. My team, I say, if there's pressure on the ball carrier, even if she's 2 or 3 yards behind, and that they have another player up high, I gotta hold until I either hear this player tell me, I have ball, or you go, I recover. Okay? A lot of the time my players just jump. So this player jumps, the other player's still coming back. Wide open top circle, one pass, shot, hopefully not a goal, that's the as it is, okay? So it's really important if there's a player in that seam back here, I'd probably tell this player to hold a little bit longer until I get the communication to release and go or to hold. Okay, so I'm releasing to go pressure Tiff. Most important thing, equalize the speed. Okay, so as Tiff's coming at me, okay, I've got to gauge and equalize the speed with her. How do I do that? I call it a banana run or a J run. I come up, I get turned, and I turn my hips feet so I can run with her, okay? A good thing you can talk about is right shoulder to right shoulder. I want to be in a line that for me, I'm protecting the inside of the field and I'm forcing her to the outside, okay? So, as Tiff's coming, I don't want to do the haya, just run up, yeah? I want to be active, come up, and I want to hold her here. As she starts going, then I can start gaining speed with her. Active stick, trying to get the ball, just get her head down, yeah? She pulls to the inside. For me personally, my preference as a coach is that if somebody comes inside, I do not want my player's first step to be opening up to the inside. I want them to try as much as possible to backstep and keep her to the outside of the field. You may have a different philosophy. This is how I teach it, okay? So Tiff tries to pull inside. Yeah. Tries to pull inside on me. I want my kids to back up, still being in active position. If they get burned, right? And Tiff does open up on me, and I drop step, it's really important I still maintain pressure. Okay, I don't want to see this player be like, oh, my job's done, see you later, you guys can figure it out. I want them to maintain pressure in the ball carrier. Okay? So, I'm going to apply pressure. Come up, equalize the speed. After I've equalized the speed with her, my goal with my team is to force them outside. And if we can force it, obviously great. If not, sideline is my friend. I want to force her to the outside to the sideline. Okay? Really important with players, we talked about positioning. I don't want my players completely flat, giving Tiff the ability to beat me to the inside. Take the line from ball to goal, okay? That's an easy way to help your kids with that. Because a lot of them like to come up very, very flat here, almost like a block tackle stance.